Good evening, everyone. This is the first video on my YouTube channel where I will be talking mainly about the trading until now and how to analyze the markets and what you actually need to do when starting your trading journey. I will be focusing mostly on the ICT concepts. I believe that they provide everything you need to understand the markets. However, many people don't know how to use these concepts properly, which is why some of you think these strategies don't work. In my opinion, ICT concepts are worth studying because the principles he explains make the most logical sense when it comes to the market analysis. And today I will be talking about how to use these concepts and how to understand them, when and where to enter a trade, and how you should be analyzing the markets. I will also explain how to apply these concepts effectively to improve your trading decisions. And today I will be talking how to use these concepts in the London session. As you can see it here, we are in the London session where most of you, I saw that trading the London session more than the New York session. So as you can see, we are on the gold on the 15-minute time frame, and I have shaded this area to help you explain how you should be reading the markets. First, let's identify the sell side and the buy side. You can see that we have one sell side here before the London session starts, and we have this sell side also. So basically we have two sell sides, and also we have this buy side, and we also have this buy side before the London session. It is 2 a.m. here, so this is before the London session starts. And as we know, when the market is in a range, since you have sell side and a buy side, you should be waiting for one side to be taken before targeting the other one. However, if you look closely, you will notice that we are currently in a deep discount. If you take the Fibonacci tool and mark it from here to here before the London starts, you will see that we are in a deep discount. And this is one of the worst things you can do as a trader, is to sell from this area, because pullbacks can go much farther than expected. Also, it is not logical to sell in a zone where everyone is selling, since everyone is expecting the prices to go and continue to go lower. Now, with that being said, after understanding that we are in a deep discount first, and you can't sell from this area, we still have two buy side and this old fair value gap on the 15-minute time frame. So what you should do in this case? In this case, you should be looking for buys where most traders are selling. This is why I was expecting a higher prices in my Discord group. Because when everyone is selling, especially at these areas where everyone is expecting the prices to go lower, we still have two sell side liquidities need to be taken, followed by two buy side liquidity levels where stop losses are more likely to be placed here. Now, let's go to the 1-minute time frame and analyze how the market actually played out. So as you can see, we are on the 1-minute time frame, and as you can see, the London session starts at this point, which is at 2 a.m. New York local time. As I mentioned earlier, I was expecting a higher prices, but before, we have to take a sell side liquidity first, and this is where either some traders place their stop limits or their stop losses. However, notice what happened. Price started trading into the higher prices instead of taking the sell side liquidity. I wasn't expecting that at the first. I thought the price would go straight to the sell side liquidity before moving to the higher prices, but it didn't. It kept pushing to the higher prices and taking this buy side. And I will explain why moves like this happen before the market goes in your expected direction. After that, price started to go to the lower prices, as you can see from here, targeting this sell side. But after reaching this sell side, the price didn't create a market structure shift immediately. A lot of traders assume that as soon as the sell side is taken, a market structure shift should form. If it doesn't, they think the setup isn't working. But here is the key. First, yes, you need to wait for a market structure shift. This is the first thing. Second thing, which is more important, the sell side has been taken at 2:45, which means that you have 5 minutes to enter the macro. The macro is between the 250 until 10:30, which is in this time. I highly recommend waiting for that window. This is when the price action become much cleaner. Also, we still had this sell side liquidity need to be taken. Now, looking at the macro timing, you can see that the price start trading into the sell side, and at exactly 3 a.m. it took out the liquidity that I pointed. And this is the exact hour that ICT talks about. You can see that it was a precise reaction at 3 a.m., which is why I believe his concepts make much more sense than the other strategies. And this is why I mentioned in my Discord group is that if the setup hasn't played out within the first 20 minutes of the markets, I was expecting a setup to form within the first 20 minutes. If it didn't, we need to wait for the macro timing, which is between 2050 until 10:30. And that's exactly what we saw. At 3 a.m., the market took the sell side liquidity, but it didn't just tap into it. It traded inside it. And this is what you need to see in the market. And you can see that after the price traded into this sell side, the price did a market structure shift, which is here, as you can see. Now look at this fair value gap that formed after making a market structure shift, and you can see how the price reacted to it multiple times before start going to the higher prices and taking this buy side and this buy side. But how long did this move take? If you remember here, I mentioned that you need to see a move like that before going into the area where it is a point of interest, because the market, after taking the sell side and make a market structure shift, the price would move to the buy side in a really short period of time. And this is what you really need to see in the price action. So that's it for today. I will be posting more videos on how to trade the London session. I know it seems complicated at the first, but that's just how it is in the beginning. As you continue watching, I'm sure it will become much easier for you. So that's it for today. See you in the next video.